John Rusa, sejarawan asal Kanada, menulis bahwa Aidit sengaja menjauhkan Nyoto dari lingkaran inti Politbiro PKI.
John Rusa, historian from Canada, write Aidit distant Nyoto from the core cycle of the PKI Politburo.
Catatan Iskandar Subekti, Panitera Politbiro PKI, menegaskan bahwa Aidit tak pernah mengikut sertakan Nyoto dalam diskusi penting.
Iskandar Subekti note confirmed that Aidit never included Nyoto in important discussion.
Baginya, Nyoto lebih Soekarnois ketimbang komunis.
For him, Nyoto was more intellectual than communist.
Yusuf Ishak, sahabat dekat Nyoto, juga pernah bersaksi. Sejak 1964, Nyoto sudah dicopot dari jabatan fungsional partai akibat skandal hubungannya dengan seorang perempuan bernama Rita.
Yusuf Ishak, close friend of Nyoto, also testified that since 1964, Nyoto had been removed from his official party position because scandal with Rita.
Ia diam, memikul aibnya tanpa membantah, kata Yusuf. Bahkan pada malam penculikan para jenderal, Nyoto sedang tidak ada di Jakarta. Ia berada di Medan, ikut rombongan kerja wakil.
He quietly bore his shame without protest, said Yusuf. Even on the night of the general's abduction, Nyoto not in Jakarta.
Perdana Menteri Subandrio. Ikut rombongan, Nyoto sedang tidak ada di Jakarta. Ia berada di Medan, ikut rombongan kerja wakil Perdana Menteri Subandrio.
He was in Medan as part of a world delegation with Deputy Prime Minister Subandrio.
Setibanya kembali di ibu kota, yang pertama Nyoto lakukan adalah mengungsikan istrinya yang hamil dan 6 anak mereka keluar dari rumah dinas di Menteng.
Arrived to the capital, the first thing Nyoto did evacuate his wife and their 6 children from their official residence in Menteng.
Lalu sebenarnya siapa sih Nyoto ini? Nyoto adalah bocah lanang sematawayang dari 3 bersaudara.
So, who exactly was Nyoto? Nyoto was the only son among 3 siblings.
Ia lahir pada 12 Januari 1927 di Jember, di rumah kakek dari sang bunda, Mas Lama.
He born on January 12, 1927 in Jember at the home of his maternal grandfather, Maslama.
Ia merupakan putra dari Raden Sosrohartono, seorang keturunan Ningrat Solo yang memiliki toko batik Yoso Busono.
He is son of Raden Sosrohartono, a descendant of Ningrat Solo, that owner of batik business called Yoso Busono.
Sejak kecil, Nyoto berpembawaan serius seperti bapaknya. Hobinya membaca.
From a young age, Nyoto was serious-minded, like his father. His hobbies is reading.
Dia akrab dengan pemikiran tokoh-tokoh revolusioner seperti Karl Marx, Stalin, hingga Lenin.
He was deeply interested such as Karl Marx, Stalin, and Lenin.
Sang ayah, Raden Sosro, memang senantiasa mewanti-wanti anak-anaknya agar rajin untuk membaca, bukan keluyuran main.
His father, Raden Sosro, always reminded his children to spend their time reading rather than playing around.
Nyoto tinggal di Jember sampai keluarganya pindah ke Solo, daerah di mana rumah kakek nenek dari bapaknya tinggal.
Nyoto lived in Jember until his family moved to Solo, where his paternal grandparents lived.
Di sana, Nyoto sekolah di Mir Uitgerbreid Lager Onderwijs atau MULO, semacam sekolah menengah pertama yang dibuka oleh Jepang.
There, he studied at Mulo, a kind of junior high school that was open of Japanese.
Semasa sekolah, Nyoto pintar bergaul. Tak aneh jika gurunya menunjuknya sebagai ketua kelas. Bakatnya di bidang tulis-menulis lebih menonjol dibanding olahraga, play.
During his school, Nyoto was sociable. It was no surprise that his teachers chose him as a class leader. He excelled in writing and in sport.
Nyot, sapaan akrab Nyoto saat kecil, tumbuh dengan cita-cita menjadi jurnalis.
Let Nyot, as he was affectionately called, grow up dreaming become a journalist.
Kepada ayahnya, Nyoto juga menyampaikan tekadnya untuk menguasai berbagai bahasa asing, seperti Inggris, Jerman, Belanda, Rusia, hingga Prancis.
He told his father that he wanted to master several foreign languages like English, German, Dutch, Russian, and French.
Sri Windarti, adik Nyoto, mengenang sosok sang kakak sebagai penikmat musik klasik dan pemain gitar. Nyoto juga mengarang beberapa lagu. Ia sendiri tapi tidak bernyanyi. Saya yang disuruh menyanyi, kata Windarti.
Sri Windarti, Nyoto's younger sister, remembered him as someone who loved classical music and played the guitar. Nyoto also composed several songs, though he didn't sing themselves. I was the one he asked to sing, Windarti recalled.
Nyoto membentuk grup suara putri yang berisi 4 penyanyi remaja. Salah satunya adalah Windarti.
Nyoto from a girl vocal consists 4 teenager singers. One of them was Windarti.
Baik kepada Windarti maupun teman-temannya, Nyoto cukup tertutup dalam urusan politik. Menurut Windarti,
Both with his sister and his friends, Nyoto was quite private about political matters.
Nyoto belajar politik secara sembunyi-sembunyi. Pada masa itu, Jepang melarang masyarakat bicara tentang politik.
According to Windarti, Nyoto studied political secretly, since at that time Japanese prohibited people from discussing politics openly.
Walhasil, Nyoto tidak pernah terlihat seperti aktivis. Nyoto sempat tiba-tiba menghilang pada saat naik ke kelas 2.
As a result, Nyoto never appeared to be an activist. Nyoto suddenly disappeared when he was about to enter his second year of school.
Kepada Windarti, ia pamit pulang ke rumah orang tua di Jember, Jawa Timur, tapi tidak pernah kembali ke Solo. Usut punya usut, dia malah pergi.
To Windarti, he told he was going home to their parents in Jember, East Java, but he never returned to Solo.
Tapi tidak pernah kembali ke Solo. Usut punya usut, dia malah pergi ke Surabaya, tatkala api revolusi perjuangan tengah membara.
As it turned out, he had go to Surabaya when the flames of the revolutionary struggle were burning fiercely.